bo da bo de ba bo de da bo ba bo bo be. Bo da bo ba do ba bo de da bo da bo ba bo. Rock and roll.
Hello friends, let's make a forest troll puppet. Here are the colors I'm going to use to make my puppet. The main part of the head, the hair, nose, teeth, and tongue. And so certain things can just be scraps because I won't need a whole bunch of them, but definitely we'll need for the main portion of your puppet. We'll be starting with a full sheet. Let's take our sheet, turn it this way. We'll make our first fold. I would say that's good, about 2 inches there, 2.5 inches. Score it. Flip it back this way, folding it about the same depth. I'm going to fold this back, set back just a bit from that other fold, so I can see the paper underneath there. Here's our jaw, top of the head. Turn our paper this way. Now we're going to fold over this way and touch the 2 edges together. Open this up. We'll make our first cuts right here and here. Fold it back up. Fold it like this. Our jaw's over here now. We want a center line here, just as a guide. So I'm going to fold this in half and just make a few little creases here and there. I'm not going to make a permanent fold. There we go. Now we've got a little indication of our center line along here. Looking at this with our 2 peaks here in the valley right here, we're looking at the inside of the mouth. We'll want to make some cuts. Between these 2 folds, find the center. In between these 2 folds, find the center. Do the same thing on the other side. Now here in what is the top lip, I'm going to kind of divide it into thirds. And I'll do the same along the bottom lip here. Now we're going to be making cuts from here to here. Like this all the way around. We'll make those cuts. We'll also cut in a little bit here and here. Fold this piece under here. We've got a line right here where the paper is cut, and we've got a crease right here. We're going to use those 2 lines as a guide because I want the point of this crease to run. I want that crease to run right along this line. Back up nicely all the way there. And then that crease is now following along the cut piece of paper. Okay, we'll be doing the same thing here. When we draw this into the new fold right here, we're creating an angle for our head here. So let's draw in each corner and use a piece of tape to hold it in place. Let's fold these edges in here. Looking along the side here, we're going to cut out an ear. And then we're going to make another cut right about here. Curve this cut around. Cut that in. Same on the other side. Fold the ears slightly forward. And with this, we tuck this piece under, fold this all the way around. Actually do it this direction. So overlap it that way. Tuck it all the way in like this. Use a piece of tape. Right along here, fold it in there to hold it in place. Let's shape the jaw a little bit. Let's make a nose. To make the nose, I'm going to fold this piece over. And this is the shape that I'm going to cut out. Just like this. And we'll be gluing it in place, just like this. To make the eyes and eyebrows, we're going to use some black paper, fold it over like this. Our eyeball will be about right here. And then we're going to cut this. So we don't actually cut this line at all. This is one piece. Fold these up. Fold them up this way. Now, fold this back. Make sure you can see the eyes here. Now, fold this back together. We're going to take our scissors and cut little jagged edges here, and these will become the eyebrows. That's looking good. Now, something I like to do to give a little bit of spark is just to take a little bit of white pastel or chalk and put a little highlight on the eye there. Fold it back under. Just gives a little bit of life to it, I think. Let's glue this in place, and really all we're gluing into place is the back of the eyes here. Twisting them gives it a different kind of attitude right there. Kind of like this right here, giving it a little bit of an angry twist. suppose you could go the opposite direction and, oh, perhaps even look kind of kind. Let's add some crazy hair. Now with a black scrap of paper, fold a portion over about 2 inches wide and fold it. Use this as a general guide, but actually cut a swaying line. This is going to be for the hair. We don't want all the hair to be exactly the same length. So going back and forth like that. Now we need to accordion fold this whole strip. Fold it back and forward. This is our straight flat edge there. On this end, grab your scissors. Try to cut off the corners, cut down into it a little bit, maybe cut out a little wedge. Start to fan it out in this direction, because we're now going to be taping this hair along the perimeter. We'll need a piece of tape right at the start here, and I'm going to tape that just tucked behind the ear here. Work our way around. Notice I've kept some of the fold there. And now we need to basically just tape it around the perimeter here so that we don't see light through it. Let's create a lining for the mouth. We'll just need a scrap of black, fold it in half, line it up in the fulcrum here, and then trace around the perimeter, top and bottom. Now we'll be cutting just inside this line by about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and I'll round the edges a little bit here. Top is different from the bottom. There we go. I think that rests nicely. I do want to make a tongue. I'll fold this in half. We can glue the tongue in, but I'm not actually going to put the lining in the mouth just yet. So I've got my white paper here, and I've just sketched in some teeth. They're taller than I want them to be because I'll need to fold over a portion of it to give it something to tape down. Now that we've got our teeth ready, we can glue in the mouth. Want to coat both surfaces. Now let's figure out where we want our teeth. Put a little bit of glue on the bottom here, and we can move these around and resituate them until our heart's content. So I'm making sure that they clear the mouth. And I think we have a forest troll. Well, I hope you enjoyed making a forest troll with us today. Anything you'd like to add?
Yes. Yes, me would. Me want to know, what is internet? Me always hear about internet trolls, but me don't know what internet is.
Let's talk later.